Hello, this is a requested tutorial on how you can remove a MUGEN character's dizzy feature. The reason behind to remove the feature actually is quite obvious because MUGEN is not a fair game. And simply most character doesn't have this feature called dizzy. And if your character have dizzy feature, that means your character will be in disadvantage. But unfortunately, there's no universal way to remove this feature because this feature is not a MUGEN standard function. Every author have their own unique way to implement this dizzy feature. But there's only two main type of dizzy feature. The first type is the normal one, which a character, which is the victim, have a dedicated variable to record a dizzy point. So if the dizzy point reach a threshold or becomes zero, then the character itself put themselves into the dizzy state. Another way is the attacker have a dedicated variable to record a dizzy value for the receiver or the victim. If this value reach a certain threshold, the attacker will put the victim into a dizzy state. And let's say you have two players. Player 1 is type 1 self-stated dizzy, and the player 2 is the attack stated dizzy. And this means player 1 will become double disadvantage. And that means not only the attacker will put player 1 into dizzy, but the player 1 himself will put itself into dizzy states. So it's double disadvantage. And this tutorial only cover type 1 scenario. And let's use Fighter Factory to open this Nash. And you click this states script icon, the blue icon. You can try to find the dizzy point or dizzy variable here. So here you have two scripts, CNS. Our target is to find the negative 2 states. So you can search states DEF -2. Okay, it's not here, but here. This is what we want. And under these -2 states, you can try search dizzy. And we find something, but it's not a variable. It's remove the explode. So what we need is we need to find the variable. It's like a var set, or var add. I think we find it. It's in the -2 states, and the controller is a var set, right? And the variable number is 8. So this should be an initial states. Is set the variable into 0. And the following is the var add, which is if it's being hit by somebody or some move, it adds a certain amount of digit into this variable. For example, it's for light. It's obviously for light punch or light kick. It's been for heavy, for back, blah blah blah. Means a different type of attack will add a different amount of digit into this dizzy variable. So the easy way that you can just delete all of this, but the more safer way is not to crash the whole system, but we can do some hacking here. So we can make these initial states always active. That means whenever it being hit, the var8 will always reset to 0. That means it will most likely never reach the threshold. We can change by adding trigger 1 equals 1 and add this semicolon behind. That's comment out the rest of the line. So it become grayed out. That means it's a comment now, and it will be not read by the computer. And let's use Shift F4 to refresh the game and test out. And you see the stun meter will never build up because we change every hit will reset the value to 0. Then we can have the same treatment for this trendy by the same author. And click the scripts. And this trendy has 3 files. And we first need to find where is the -2 states by searching df -2. And it's not here. Try another file. Then it's here. States the definition -2. The next thing we need to search the keyword dizzy. Same as the mesh is remove, explore. We need to find where is the var add and where is the var set, and it's here. It's exactly the same. And we can add this one here and the semicolon here, and refresh the game and try it again. Now it's working. And now I can show you how you can remove dizzy for my own character, for example Rio. And you open Rio in the Fighter Factory, go to the scripts, and because he had multiple CNS, and I can tell you directly the key part is in a state called the 5900. So you need to find the states 5900 first. It's in the real.xt in this case, and here. And you drag down, scroll down, and find something dizzy in the. You need to find the dizzy, and it's here. You obviously cannot delete this part because it will cause another bug. So the workaround here is to give this variable a big number. So by default, it's only around 100, 140, but you can give a way bigger number, like 5-digit number. And I will give this FFFF, which is 65535. And remember to add this semicolon to comment the rest. Then you can test it out. And it's very unlikely you can finish this large number in one round.